Okay, we're going to look at using grayscale representations of channel information to increase or decrease brightness and contrast in an image. So take this forest 3D render that looks slightly washed out. If we move across to the channels panel, let's just preview the individual red, green and blue channels. Looking at the channels, the red channel contains the punchiest contrast. So what we'll do here is just click the reset icon to view all of the channels again, and then we want to find background red. So background here corresponds to the layer name. So we've got background red, green and blue. We want to right-click background red and create grayscale layer. Okay, so that's a grayscale representation of this image's red channel. We want to drag that underneath the original background layer. So with the background layer selected, we then want to go to Filters and Apply Image. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we'll click drag that grayscale layer onto the Apply Image dialog, and that will use it as the source image. So then we want to check equations, and we want to switch across to the lab color space. So what we're going to do is keep lightness the same, but we want our color information back. So instead of using source A opponent and source B opponent, which will be using A opponent and B opponent from the pixel layer, we want to change SA to DA and SB to DB. So effectively, using the Apply Image filter, we're only modifying the lightness channel here. So if I just drag this dialog out of the way and I do a before and after, you'll see we're effectively using contrast information from the red channel. And the result is a slightly punchier composite. So we'll click apply, and there we go. We've based our new contrastier look off the red channel information. So let's take this approach a little further. So we've got an image here, and if we have a look at the red, green and blue channels, we can see the foreground is significantly darker in the blue channel. So let's say we want to utilize this. I'll reset the channels again, and this time I'll right-click background blue and create grayscale layer. Then once again I'll drag it underneath the background layer, select the background layer, go to Filters, Apply Image, and then again drag the grayscale layer onto the Apply Image dialog and check equations. Now this time we'll work in CMYK as our color space. So to get our color information back, we need to set source cyan to destination cyan, source magenta to destination magenta, and source yellow to destination yellow. Now, this looks a bit ugly. So it's too dark and the background foliage is starting to look a little odd. So what we can do, rather than use the source black channel wholesale, is to use an expression, and we're going to type lerp, open brackets, dk, comma, sk, comma, 0.5, and then close brackets. So what lerp stands for is linear interpolate, and this will blend in a linear fashion between destination black and source black. So here's the after and the before, so we can still kind of take some of the brightness away from both the background and the foreground, but without having too dark a look. We can change 0.5 to alter the bias between the two channels, so 0.2 for example will favor the brighter result, 0.7 tends towards the darker result. So I'll keep this at 0.5 and click apply. Okay, so that's all really. I just wanted to show you an interesting technique of taking some grayscale channel information, then using it with the Apply Image filter. I hope that was interesting. If you do have any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to ask on the Affinity forums, and don't forget to check out the other video tutorials. Thank you for watching.